everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video we are going to be decorating for Christmas, and I have a lot of things that I want to discuss as we are decorating and doing all of the things in this video. But we are going to be decorating the outside, which I guess I won't be able to show too much of since I will be really hands-on and trying to help my husband with whatever he's doing out there. But I will be very hands-on on the inside and decorating a lot of the inside. So if you are interested in seeing some Christmas decorating, then come along for the ride. So we are starting out outside. The doormat, I want to say was from Joann. I'm feeling like that's the case. I got it last year. And also the doorbell, or I don't know what you call it, the little thing that I hung on the door, that is from the Dollar Tree. And this wreath is actually from an estate sale. I went to my first estate sale last year or the year before, and we actually ended up getting a few like recipe books and some Christmas decor since Christmas was coming up. And that wreath was actually $1. Don't end up showing the outside of our house after it's decorated for obvious reasons, but I do want to share some new things that we picked up. First of all, outside of the mat and the wreath that we got last year, because last year was our first time decorating for Christmas ever, because previously we had a small apartment, and honestly, I mean, it wasn't even worth the headache. There was no outside that we could decorate for sure, because you know how some apartments you go inside of a building, like you go inside the building and then you go to your apartment, kind of like a hotel. Well, that was the situation for us. So definitely decorating outside did not exist for us prior to this year. If I haven't mentioned it already, decorating for Christmas is really my husband's thing. He loves Christmas. I love Christmas too, but I wouldn't care to decorate. So basically, I'm along for the ride. He essentially had creative control, and I just did what the man asked me to do. If he asked me to stand there and hand him the rope or the candy cane or whatever, I just did that. And obviously, I did try to help out in the small way that I could. So we move on into the inside, which of course I can show you every nook and cranny of the inside because of course, why not? We start out by sipping some wine. This is Thanksgiving, by the way, and we did not have to cook for Thanksgiving. We were invited to my husband's mom's friend's house, who that same person also taught my husband for 8th grade. So anyway, we go over there, you know, just for different occasions and hang out with them quite frequently and whatnot. So anyway, we were pretty much just living our best lives. So I think we had some Pinot Grigio, perhaps, maybe some Riesling, maybe some Sauvignon Blanc. I think I pronounced that right. I'm just getting into wines. Can you tell which ones are my favorite? Oh, and my husband wants you guys to know in this video that his hands are not ashy, but rather just a little crusty from dealing with the flocked tree, which is true. That is absolutely the case. Anyway, we are decorating the week of Thanksgiving, mainly because my husband and I are both off of work, or we were off of work. And so it really just made sense for us to decorate that week. And so I want to normalize that. If you didn't have your Christmas decor purchased and ready, or, you know, taken out of the attic in October or whatever, that's perfectly fine. If your tree didn't get put up until, you know, December, or if it isn't even put up now and won't be put up for a couple more weeks or a couple more days, or even if you're not putting up a tree at all, I just want to say that that's perfectly fine. You do not, I know sometimes we see a lot of people decorating early on the internet, and they claim that this is for, I don't know, I think they say like inspiration purposes, or to give their viewers inspiration, and be that as it may, I just feel like I just want to normalize the fact that if you did not have your Christmas decor up by November the 1st, then that's perfectly fine. It's fine. Just let other people do what they are doing. You do what you are doing, and most certainly do not feel pressured to do anything that doesn't really feel right or natural for you.
someone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la, 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 oh, oh, oh.
What you see us doing now is putting up the tree, and I'm trying to like spread it out. I'm sure there's a proper term for that, but I don't know what it is. But I do have to say, we absolutely still love this tree. This was our first Christmas tree that we ever purchased last year from Michael's, and it is phenomenal. I think it was less than $200, and I was willing to pay for it because I just thought, you know, it was 7.5 feet. It was pre-lit. It was flocked. It was just giving life. And I also want to say that our theme normally, or, you know, we decorated for Christmas for the first time last year. But the theme that we enjoy is like a winter wonderland, mainly because we live in Georgia and snow is a very rare occasion that it will snow here. By rare occasion, I mean, I've been living here for 6 years, and I think it like had a little flurry going once. And I come from a place where I'm like literally like driving in full-blown snow, which reminds me, there was a time my husband and I took a little road trip, and we took it from where I was living, and the snow was treacherous. Like, I mean, everybody was going like 10 miles per hour. And I just remember he was like, I'm glad that you're driving, because where I'm from, you know, I've never driven in this type of snow. And I didn't realize until I moved to Georgia that snow wasn't a real thing. So all of that to say, we love the winter wonderland and kind of bringing the outside inside, or bringing the north to the south.
Yeah, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with.
My husband had brought down the Christmas decor from the attic, I guess a couple of days before this. So we kind of just took an inventory to see what new items we might want to purchase, just making sure that we didn't purchase the same things over again, because honestly, from year to year, it's a little bit of a blur, especially if you're just decorating for like 3 weeks, or like if the decor is going to be up for like 3 weeks or a month. It could be kind of difficult, you know, trying to remember everything that you have or what you don't have. But here are a lot of our ornaments. I like the little Christmas trees. They light up. They're from Cracker Barrel. I think they were like $4, which is a little much, but they're kind of cute. And that was the first ornament, the first bulb, if you will, that went on the Christmas tree. I do like to start by putting on the bigger ones first, just so I can kind of get those placed, and so I don't put on like a bunch of the smaller bulbs and then have to go back in with the large ones and try to find a place for those, because the large ones obviously take up more space. So, you know, trying to stuff in large bulbs isn't going to be a thing. So I do recommend that you go in with your larger ornaments first. We do have this tree kind of faced towards the backyard, and we do have enough ornaments to decorate the front and the back of the tree. If you don't have enough ornaments, if no one's going to even see the back of the tree, if you don't really care that much, just don't even decorate it. But we actually do have enough ornaments to we actually ended up having a few left over after we decorated. What you've heard from many other people is definitely true. Trying to just spread out those branches is really the most time consuming thing of the whole process. But whenever I do it, I like to go inside to the branches, and I like to push those up, like kind of bend them up. Therefore, you can't really see, as you can see, you can't even really see that there is any dead space with the tree. And that's what I like. Last year we put ribbon on this same tree and we did it vertically. This year we decided to do it horizontally because why not? We did decorate like a week ago at this point. So what I've decided to do is literally a few minutes ago, I took some videos and I got some footage at night of what each area kind of is looking like right now. So you will see little pop-ups throughout the video with what the area is looking like at this exact moment. Also, I did use my Louis Vuitton bag money to purchase a DYSON 15. I absolutely did, because why not?
In Christmas times, We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be.
That sounded kind of bougie, so let me just explain. I had a goal of kind of like saving for my first designer bag at the beginning of the year, and I said that I would potentially use that money for that or anything else that I really wanted. And so what I decided to do was purchase something that I really wanted, which was a DYSON. And so I just went ahead and I got the newest DYSON. Many of you may remember that candle holder. It was once rose gold, but I spray painted it black just a couple of weeks ago in a video actually, and that's how it turned out. Right now we are decorating the TV stand, if you will. This is actually a dining server, but it was like $200, $300. And I was like, we're going to get that and turn it into a TV stand. And that is what we do. And I love, you guys, love how this turned out in the end. Again, this is how it looks at this exact moment. It just looks like, I don't know, like a little forest. I did add some string lights. Target has string lights for $5 per pack, and so I purchased some ring lights. I purchased some string lights, and I put those in that little area and then some other areas, which you will see. But string lights for Christmas decorating, chef's kiss.
Here we go. All right. Dance, now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, dance, dance. Come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas.
Honestly, because I'm not a vlogger, I don't pick up a camera and film my life. What I will do is do a sit down video and talk to you guys, but I normally don't naturally pick up a camera. So I literally forgot all about, like as we were decorating the tree upstairs. Last year I got this tree for $10. It was pre-lit, and it was 7.5 as well, like the tree downstairs. It just wasn't flocked. Well, this year we were having trouble with the lights, so we just added our own lights, and you'll see how we did that in the next clip. Now let's talk about the next few shots, the after shots. This after shot is what I actually ended up doing for my office door. And then I also put some string lights behind my sofa, and then also I brought in this little tree, which was from Target. The wreaths, they are gold, and they also have another color, I think maybe like pink, honestly, you guys, but they are from Five Below, and I think they were $3. Either way, they were like obviously below $5, but I think that they were $3, and they're super glittery and super annoying. I'm gonna have to figure out how to remedy that situation, but I really, really love them. Initially, I just put one with a wreath hook, and then I later went in and after this, I bought some command hooks. Command hooks, and then I just put those right on the glass. Thankfully, Five Below was still selling these stockings that you see, because since last year when we bought these, we have added a new family member, our dog Lady, who you just saw probably running away because she's a little bit afraid of a lot that goes on here, because I don't know, I think she just kind of lived outside maybe her whole life. I'm not really sure. She is a rescue dog, but she seems to not be very fond of a lot of things. A lot of things just seem really foreign to her. So you can see her now just kind of sniffing around, trying to see what's going on. She was not a fan of, us adding Christmas decor to the home, because apparently homegirl is not with just new stuff. She's not interested in new anything. like I said, I did add some string lights, as you can see here, and I love the way that this turned out. I guess ideally we might maybe do the other side, but I don't know. We don't have enough garland for that. We have 2 garlands. Yes, we have the one on the stairs. We have this one that we're putting on this console table situation, and then we have the other small one which we put on the TV stand. But we took a while trying to get this situated. We were trying to remember what we did last year. That was a bit of a struggle, but anyway, I'm still trying to figure out what the word, I don't know if it's spread out. I feel like that's not the word, but we go ahead and we spread out the branches on the garland.
We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say.
The last thing that we really needed to do for decorating the home for Christmas was to put up these lights. I think the first light, the first batch, only the ones at the end were blinking, and that was going to be a problem for me for us to put those where we're about to put them and then they don't all blink. So we kind of just threw those out for today for this video, and then we went ahead and we put up the lights on top of the cabinets. And by we, I mean my husband, because like I mentioned, your girl really wasn't too, severely interested in putting up the lights. So it was a no for me to do anything extra beyond what I was already doing.
Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside.
So you guys, that is it. That is all. I will say the one thing that you don't really see is that I did hang some little stockings on a few of the doors downstairs. The stockings were literally $1 from Dollar Tree, and I think I don't know how we got those, but somehow we had some stockings. And anyway, that is pretty much the only thing that you don't see. You don't see the other stocking hanging on the other door, but these are our Christmas decorations for December 2021. I cannot wait until next year. Well, I can't wait, but I'm excited to see what comes of our decor next year. But until then, I will catch you guys in my next video. And if I don't get to tell you Merry Christmas before Christmas, then Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, all of that good stuff.
Last year I